spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here we go, 47.
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All right.
Here we go.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get
26.
On first and 10, Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
A second down throw for Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cobb. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is third and short.
Kill.
under crunch. Showing it. Check nickel. Out.
Hey, kill.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Cooper's got it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Heavy on the edges. Jim. Big edge. Motion.
Now Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Kill. 27.
Kill.
Prescott off play action. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 22-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
No score after one on EA Sports.
Hey, they're scared.
Here we go. Line in.
Check Mike, 54.
Here we go. Going to 54. Line in.
What we got?
26.
To throw again on second down. Prescott is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Kill. Here we go, 46.
Check 26. Check.
Here we go, going to 54. Line in.
Check 24.
26.
First down, Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And so far, a very nice, methodical opening drive.
This has the feel of a scripted drive that they rehearsed perfectly all week long, and now they're executing it on game day.
Script looks good so far. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check pass.
Here we go, going to 54. Line in.
Switch. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Alert 3. Check 31. Check.
26.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on third downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
We're going to 53.
Hey, watch it, watch it. No, off.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, going to 54. Wide in.
Hot seven. Alert
Here we go, going to 54. Wide in.
Shift.
26.
4th down, Prescott being chased out left. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for a defense, because when they came out on the field, their #1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Wilson. Rolling to his left. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
55 to Mike. I'm not ready.
Here's Carson. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And an alley to run. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Bang out. Bam.
Now Wilson on 1st down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Hey,
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch QB drop.
To throw again, Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Forced out, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, as time expires in the first half, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Jason Myers now for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, 67 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired, too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Prescott on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 53 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Forbath, the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Third and short, it's Procise. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
It's a game of 10.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
Check three, check three, check three.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 46 yards. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. This time, the extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
You ready?
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Prescott to throw it. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Prescott from the gun on third. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
A game of 16. There's
Switch it, come on, switch it.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
You can't block me.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 50.
Go to 54, go to 54, line 80. Everybody, kill.
SOS. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. Here I come. Mike's 54.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Prescott looks to throw on first. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. And again, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Hey, what's the ball? Check 43.
On first down, Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
That one 28 yards on the ground. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Here we go, 47.
54. Hey, D-line, let's get it. Mike's 5-4, Mike.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
We're going to 54. Wide.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Zebra.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Today's final score,
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
There we go. Right there. 54 Mike.
We own them.
26.
First down, Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
26.
Looking to throw. Prescott caught by Cobb. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
54 Mike.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Here we go. 47.
Exit.
26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 16. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long.
Here we go.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Get off the field, defense.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, first and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Prescott now from the 50. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa able to get him for a loss of about 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on second and 13. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever talking
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go, here we go. Wait,
55, Mike. Let's go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check. Go ahead. Stay hot.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
That's what I do.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Check 55 for Mike. Check 55 for Mike.
2nd and 6 at the 17-yard line.
Garoppolo again. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Mike, fight forward. Watch the curve.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Let's go, defense. Let's go up front. All right, who we got? Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Prescott on 1st down. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Prescott throwing complete to Cobb, and they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Check, Mike,
Right there.
To the air again, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
That one complete. Elliott. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 50. Check 50. Switch.
Draw play, Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Prescott, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. After the sack on first down, Prescott, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively, 6 DBs in the game. Final play of the half. Prescott lets it fly deep for Cobb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position On this drive, where a touchdown can give them the lead, they need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 25. Check 25.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Go ahead.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Throwing on 2nd and long. Garoppolo. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. From 21 yards away. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Randall Cobb on the breakaway. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb, 74 yards. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Forbath to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
makes the score Cowboys 14, 49ers 10.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
They will run again with Coleman. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Here we go. Like 20.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check, 55 to Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Watch the curl. Mike 55.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Garoppolo. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Prescott now, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. D Ford able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Here's Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
Hey, go, kill.
6. Mike 56. Right there. 56. On the ball.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this score will stay right where it is. Now, this was still going to be a 1-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. Continues to be a struggle for this offense, and this home crowd, they're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game, possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Garoppolo, 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
12, fellas, here we go.
They'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Back to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Garoppolo to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run it with Coleman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He'll look to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the